It's whiskey, Jesse. Just fucking drink it.
It's not orange juice and something else?
Here's to many more subscribers.
Yay!
Tell your fucking friends.
Welcome to Drinking with Cose2Cose.
It would be great if you just spilled that everywhere.
That would be bad.
Yeah, because my phone is here.
Oh, your phone's fine. It's in one of those cases.
Anyway, we're here for another fine episode of drinking and talking about bullshit.
Third episode. Episode 3, everybody.
This is episode 2B.
Alright. Episode 2, whatever. I forgot we didn't. We did one and then it didn't work out.
Before we get too carried away, I have something that I want to do.
What's he doing?
Dude, what are you doing? We're supposed to...
This is for you, dude. This is a late Christmas gift.
Where's my fucking Christmas present?
You don't get one because you have a vagina.
Don't worry. I have one for you.
Actually, I do have a present for you.
A present for you as well.
If these are Cose2Cose DVDs, I'm
I
going to be
thought
so
about
fucking
it.
pissed off.
I have way too many, actually, so yes.
What on my present? This is awesome. Oh my god, he got the Lazy Boy first. Oh, that's the paper. Oh, I love you. We will make out later. Season 1 and 2.
The complete series.
The complete series of Flight of the Conchords. A very hilarious show.
Did we make that?
No.
No, because
well,
it's
then it
actually
sucks.
good.
And I knew you
Thank
probably
you
want
very
something
much.
too.
That's very nice. I appreciate it.
I
And
swear
will-
to God, if it's Bible ink.
I will kiss you on the mouth later.
Blazing Saddles!
Wow, that's
thanks.
awfully nice of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Very
awesome.
thoughtful, since he hadn't, he hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah, so, speaking of
actually,
Blazing Saddles, did you watch it?
I broke it, so open it up and take a look, see if you think it's okay.
Redeem for one hug.
It's a Jesse coupon!
Oh my God, this is so gay. Look at this shit.
Yeah, I think you gotta hold a little further back.
It can see it just fine.
No, it can't.
Alright, Jesse coupon, redeem for one hug.
And you can buy those at the Cose2Cose store for. Oh, that's just. Alright, that's just disgusting.
Oh yeah, it's right in your ear.
Now that my ear hurts. Anyway, did you watch Blazing Saddles?
Yes.
What did you think?
Now, I'm going to say it's probably not my favorite of his movies.
Right.
But, I mean, there's funny stuff in it, of course.
Yeah.
I was shocked and thought it was pretty funny when they did end up throwing around the N-word. I like when he's coming into town and...
The sheriff is.
Yeah.
What?
Welcome to our new...
Wasn't there a part in there where they say they had a couple of black guys were in some quicksand and a horse was, and they went through all the trouble to save the horse.
Right.
Racist.
Mel Brooks was recently on, it was some late night show, and he was saying how there was absolutely no way they could make Blazing Saddles today. No way at all.
Huh.
Like it would be impossible. And
well, I mean, they were still ripping on. They weren't.
Well,
they were ripping on how things
comedies
were.
like that.
right.
And maybe he's like we talked about last time. Some sort of serious movies, maybe.
No, but you couldn't make a comedy with that many references to racism and things like that, because people wouldn't find it funny. We're all too fucking sensitive now.
Well, of course, back then there was that show where like. Punching your wife was funny. To the moon!
Oh, that was the Honeymooners.
Yeah.
And that was a funny show. Jackie Gleason's always funny, but yeah, it was pretty much like, bitch, I will smack you.
Yeah, like domestic abuse all the time. And yeah, they wouldn't do that today, except for on Family Guy if they were making a reference to it.
Right, which the Family Guy is essentially the Honeymooners.
Oh yeah, big fat son of a bitch.
Yeah, who was from New York, New Jersey area, Rhode Island, actually from Colorado.
I don't know that much
Crazy
about
neighbor.
Honeymooners.
Well, no, Ralph. Was that his name? Whose name was Jackie?
I thought that was.
Was it Ralph? No, because I might be getting him mixed up with his the neighbor. No, because I think the neighbor was Ralph. The neighbor had the goofy hat and the vest, and
I have no idea.
he'd come over and.
While you're looking for that,
I need to find.
what are we drinking today?
That's what I was about to say. What are we drinking today? B.
Give me a second. You guys go first.
B.
I'm looking at the fucking Honeymooners. One of these days, Nick.
I'm drinking Sparks, which I thought that, like last time we were saying the Four Loko doesn't have the energy anymore. I thought, well, I'll get one with energy.
No, none of them. No alcoholic drinks are allowed to have energy stuff in them anymore.
Did not know that.
I remember the first one I ever saw was Budweiser Energy, and it was like a B plus E, like a math problem. Budweiser plus energy.
That sounds familiar.
And I just thought, oh, okay. The first thing that made me think was, it's like, it gives me the confidence to punch my wife and the energy to do so. Like, I don't think Budweiser should have
so
energy.
So it's a B plus E?
Yeah, you know.
I think you'd see some drunk people going in there and like, look, what? What is it? F?
I'm drinking Beck's. Actually, I've never had it before, but it's pretty good. It's German.
Yeah, it's a good German.
It's a German beer.
Yes, Ralph Cramden. Ralph Cramden and Alice Cramden. That was Jackie Gleason's character in Honeymooners.
Aha, I was right.
And when asked, because there have been a lot of parallels made from interviewers, when asked, Seth MacFarlane was asked, about that, he answered, they asked him, why do you think, people think this is so funny? And he answered the same way Jackie Gleason did.
I'll punch you in the face.
No, because they're funny. That's why it's funny, because they're funny.
I don't think Family Guy's that funny.
That's because you're not American, and I think you voted for Obama, and you might be trying to take away my guns.
I remember Family Guy was pretty funny when it first was out. I mean, the first several seasons I thought was pretty darn funny.
I have the first 3 seasons, then those were the first 3 before it was initially canceled on DVD. But then when it came back, those little cut-off jokes, they're like, oh, this reminds me of the time that this random thing. And then they run those little cut-off jokes so fucking long. It's like, all right, it's like hanging out with a friend that doesn't realize they already killed the joke.
I think it's a lot like how The Simpsons is. Because you can only go so far with it. We both have coughs. So
B's going to die.
No, I won't die.
I'm drinking warm tea this time.
And his proud new mom mug.
See that?
It's my turn. I am drinking Old Speckled Hen, which can be purchased hopefully at a liquor store near you. I am drinking out of a Smutty Nose pint glass, another fine brewery, from Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
Describe its taste and texture.
It has a nice velvety texture, a beautiful head on it. It's an English fine ale.
I hate this guy.
As you can tell, I'm the most well-rounded.
He thinks he's a sophisticate.
You mean an aristocrat?
Cose2Cose Productions!
Okay, we shouldn't have done those shots.
I feel like I love you guys. I love you guys.
This is gonna be great. So,
I have a Punisher bobblehead doll.
How did you get it? It does that.
Wow.
I was just showing the viewers at home. Now watch, it's going to turn into beer magically if I just leave it.
That is pretty cool. It's almost like it has an alarm.
Well, the reason it does that is because
that's interesting.
Yeah, it'll rise up and it'll be beer. It's a bit like Guinness.
That looks like science to me, and frankly, I'm scared.
Should be.
I better pray to Jesus.
So,
do the one trick where you wipe the oil from your nose.
Don't do that. This beer.
Make it go away.
I usually get kind of like the top of my crack has good sweat, and you just kind of get it in there.
Please don't do that.
Can I?
That would explain the shot glasses and how they never got clean.
Oh, the alarm went off. You know that?
No, that's a phone call.
God damn it.
That is your lady.
So let's ramp while he's on the phone. What have you done this week?
What am I doing?
What have you done?
Really?
I've been working.
Yeah.
Other than that, Halo 4.
I haven't got to play it at all, but I will next week.
Okay.
I'm fully done
using
all my points, my double experience points. We've both maxed out.
Because we're huge nerds.
Yeah.
Once again, if you're interested, Disease Free Darren at
hotmail.com.
Back now.
And we're back! Yay!
Do we need to say we're back?
Not really, because it's not like they noticed.
We never left.
Let's just Let's just.
You saw nothing.
That's my trick.
I learned it from.
I'm a Jedi. Anyway, all right. I have a question for you, the viewers. We're kind of tossing around the idea. We've seen some of you like watching Drinking with Cose2Cose. We're thinking about adding the additional footage that you don't see. Actually, not footage, just the audio. We're thinking about doing an actual podcast that would be on YouTube. Or YouTube. iTunes. I get so fucking confused these days. I'm so old. Anyway, we want to know, would you subscribe to us on iTunes? Would you? That feels really good, by the way.
Wait for his foot to start.
Would you subscribe to us on iTunes? Would you follow us over there? Would you be interested in a podcast? No. So send us emails to where?
Cose2Cose at ymail.com.
Give us your thoughts. And let us know if you would be interested in a complimentary, or not complimentary.
Blowjob.
It's not blowjob either. Supplemental podcast where you get to hear some stuff that we can't put on YouTube because we're only allowed at this point.
Oh, when Nick actually makes racist jokes.
30 minutes. We're allowed 30 minutes. We won't be doing racist jokes. We're only allowed 30 minutes on YouTube, right?
Actually, we can. Well, no, I don't know how much we can do because our first episode was 31 minutes.
Okay. Well, whatever's left over.
Basically, B doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I just want to.
Let us know what you think.
The reason this whole thing started is because I wanted to do a podcast, and we just decided to film it. So, if you want to see a podcast, let us know. If not, if you like what we're doing here, tell us.
If you want to tell us to fuck off,
don't.
You know,
I will hunt you down. Lick
comments
your face.
down below. I mean, you don't want this guy, but he's got a tail.
I got a tail.
Yeah, he'll fuck.
Funny story. See my tail?
Oh no, it's a pirate.
No, it's a pirate raccoon. Hold on, I'll just show everybody. It's a pirate raccoon. It's a pirate raccoon.
You should have been like that the whole time.
I like that.
What happened was...
I wish he always looked like that.
What happened was I'm a frequent disc golfer. Really enjoy the sport. Game, because people are like, disc golf's not a sport, you suck, Cose2Cose blows. Anyway.
I get that all the time.
What happened was I went out to a local disc golf course, and there's a gigantic hawk that lives in the trees. And I was getting ready to tee off, and I was playing with two buddies, and I see both of them run. Like out of the corners of my eye, just go running. And I throw, and I felt something behind my head. So I'm like, oh, whatever. I just keep walking. And my buddy's looking at me. He's like, take off your fucking hat. Why? He's like, fucking hawk just swooped down and tried to attack you. I'm like, oh, it must be the tail. So I had to take my hat off. This hat will get you attacked by hawks. It's like, what would I have?
We're filming outside.
I don't really. I have a fox one too that has a tail.
We'll go right in the middle of the park.
I have a fox one that has a tail.
See if hawks will attack and
so where are we filming today? Are we?
Oh, good question.
Let's see. Are we in front of the Eiffel Tower?
No. You know where I've always wanted to go? The moors of Scotland.
Can you what?
S'mores?
S'mores? I love s'mores.
No, not s'mores. The moors. The moors. You know, the bluffs and shit in Scotland. Or...
You're joking.
Okay. Titty bar.
We can't do that on YouTube.
You keep telling me that, but I don't believe you.
A horse's ass.
It was inevitable.
Alright, well I guess we'll do the Whores of Scotland or whatever the heck s'mores.
Moors. Aren't you Scottish as well?
Yes.
Aren't you proud of your Scottish descent?
Yeah.
As I am?
He just knows about Scotch whiskey, Scotch tape,
Butterscotch.
Butterscotch, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm a huge fan of butterscotch.
As you can tell.
Hopscotch. What? Hopscotch.
Was that invented by the Scotch? I think it was.
I don't know.
By the Scottish people. Yeah, in about 1638, they invented hopscotch.
Tell us this.
It was a way for them to jump over lepers that were lying on the street. That's where hopscotch came from.
So last week we learned about the legend of Don Miguel and his burrito wagon.
This is the history of hopscotch.
Yeah, the history of that's how people avoided the lepers. They just jumped over.
I like this segment.
Speaking of segments, I'd say it's time for show and tell! Yay!
We can't do that. It sounds like the word of the day.
So, last week Nick mentioned my turtle DVDs, so I'm going to subject people to looking at this vast collection.
I am interested. I don't think I've ever seen this. Maybe because your mom always says you have to have the door open when I'm in your room.
I was not going to bring them. I was not going to bring them all, but you thought it would be a good idea.
Smart joke.
Yeah.
Here's. I have all of the first.
Look at that one.
Series.
Don't touch those. He gets angry. He's got a knife.
That's a bust of Raphael.
There's more.
That's
nice.
Michelangelo, isn't it?
That's Raphael.
I thought it was orange.
Well, I don't know. I got sunglasses on.
I got this. Is all season 7 of the original. They all come with little mini action figures. I'm covering B's face up here.
That's fine.
On purpose.
most appreciated.
Or just make that his face. Just straight.
So, how did you decide that you? What made you? Why?
So they have been
You're articulate about everything else.
They have been my heroes since I was growing up as a little boy.
Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
And it's funny you mentioned that. I have to bring that up in a second. Side strokes. So I was just a huge fan as a child, and I just never outgrew them. There's more of the first season.
So, ladies, if you're
series.
interested, again, that's disease-free Darren at hotmail.com.
He does look a lot better than me right now. This is a live action show they did on TV. It was terrible. Called The Next Mutation.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, it was awful.
Who was in it?
It was
Oh my god.
really bad. Yep, pretty bad. They added a fifth turtle who was a girl named Venus de Milo.
Penis what?
Yes, it was
Oh
penis.
no, I kind of remember that. When did this come? When was this out?
It should have never come out. But
2012.
bought
Like,
it
this was
anyway.
recent.
No,
No, these DVDs just came out.
I want to hear about the Japanese one. The really obscure one.
obscure one.
Well, I don't know if it's so obscure. Weren't the
No,
turtles
this
manga
is the
before?
obscure.
Oh, that looks,
Turtles! Ha
And they called them Hero Turtles.
that looks actually pretty awesome.
It,
Look at the back though.
it is
It
the
looks
most
like
ridiculous.
Voltron or
It's the most
something.
ridiculous thing ever.
How can it be? How can it be ridiculous?
Here's what they do.
I
This
wanna
is
see
2
this.
episodes,
This is amazing.
and it's supposed to be set like within the first original cartoon series. The first episode, there's a good fairy that's they're friends with, and there's a bad fairy that the bad guys are trying
being the turtles.
to release. The good fairy has given the turtles these special jewels, whatever it is, and then they turn into.
Are there giant mechanized
they
robots
turn-
at one point?
At one point, yeah.
Are you serious?
No, they turn into these badass. Look how badass
They turn.
are.
They look. They use the things, and then they somehow look a bit more human.
Yeah, and a little more badass.
And then
That's awesome.
This is terrible.
and then they grab each other's hands, and they become one big turtle who's white.
Every
and
Japanese
it looks like a
cartoon does
human.
that, where they
It's
all
not-
form into one
not
fucking thing.
everyone.
And he has wings, and he flies
Power
through space with
Rangers.
a sword.
That's not.
I
And then-
realize that's not
you know
cartoon
what, you
or
don't-
Japanese.
Rocksteady and Bebop and Shredder all change into evil, better, weird things. I shouldn't say better, but they somehow change into something else too. Like Shredder turns into a giant dragon or something. Then episode 2, scrap that, scrap everything. Fairies are gone, powers are gone. They
Good
lost it
idea.
all. Lost
Good
it
idea.
all immediately. Second episode.
And it
Now they
looks
go to
like
Japan together and they find armor, and then they're wearing these special armors. No connection to the first one.
Is the fairy hot? Is she good looking?
that bad.
No.
So what was the part in there about the chew your gum properly?
The theme song is, Japanese theme songs are long and drawn out.
Mhm.
The intro song is so long and terrible, the words don't make any sense.
Well,
One of the lines is, chew your gum properly. And
Chew your gum properly.
Yeah, like it goes, gone, tantals.
Chew
Chew your gum properly.
That
Yeah.
sounds like the Bleach theme song.
Like
You
our
ever heard
hearts
the-
combined to one and beating something dancing.
And
with-
somewhere there's a giant mechanized robot for some reason.
Then they made the second series.
Oh god, it's not done.
Jesus, I thought that was it.
There would have been more of these, but they made them into smaller versions, so I have those.
Do you have the
They
worst turtle? What is the worst turtle DVD ever?
This is that Turtles Forever, the movie they made. It could be the old Turtles meets the new Turtles. This is the
That was kind of cool.
Australian version. I've not watched it. It has like 2 extra minutes to it. I've never watched it because it won't play here.
You don't have
And of course,
player, right?
and of course the
It might be
movies.
on it.
Gotta have the movies.
So what's worse, the live-action series, the Japanese show, or Turtles 3?
That's hard.
Wait, what was the one with fucking disease?
That's a real.
What was the one with where Raphael he kind of goes rogue?
That's the movie.
TMNT.
Yeah, that's that one.
Oh yeah. I like that. Isn't Sarah Michelle Gellar in that?
She plays April.
Yeah.
Would you stop horning over the... Get laid.
I can't.
Again, that's disease-free-Darren at hotmail.com.
That's me.
Hey, anyway, I've got a what the fuck moment that I'd like to talk about.
Okay.
Of course, every once in a while we get some interesting comments on our videos, but this one really stumped me. All right, you know the video, the
show's better than ours.
Fuck!
God damn it!
All right, you know the video, a special message. A little bit.
I speak drunk. I can translate.
A special message by John Matthews.
What did he say?
A special message by John Matthews.
We're not gonna go through this segment. All right, anyway. Okay. In season 1, we had this one little 1-minute video that was part of the season, but it wasn't an episode. It was the only time we ever did that, where John had a special message, to give everybody, and he talks about his new list called the Tools for Jesus,
Right.
and that's all he talks about in that.
Sorry.
Yeah, you should be sorry. Anyway, we got a comment on there. By, I don't know who. I'll have to look it up.
How long ago was this?
Fidel Castro.
This was like a couple weeks ago. In fact, it's on your screen right now. That guy left this comment that says, you are kidding, right? Like, okay, if you haven't seen the video, go look in our Season 1 of Bible Answers playlist and look for, I think it's in between episode 6 and 7 or somewhere around there. A special, I can't even say it. Right. A spatial message by John Matthews. And anyway, the guy leaves a message saying, or a comment saying, "You are kidding, right?" Are you more fascinated with this than...
Just keep fucking talking. I'm working here.
Well, my point is...
Oh, that's not working.
The guy... I'm confused by this. Like, did he think that it was real?
Most people do.
Because I did a little research. I looked at his page, and he subscribed to Coffee with Claire right around the time that she was promoting us. Don't do that. Thank you. And
stop making that noises.
right around the time that she was giving us the thumbs up and whatnot, and he subscribed to her. He watched our video, commented on it, but didn't subscribe to us, and didn't do any other looking in any other of our videos. But he just,
okay, well,
how convincing could that video have been? Like, why would you really think that was real?
No. What I think happened, now that you've explained that, what I think happened is this poor, misguided soul. He was recommended to watch us by Claire. And so he went and played a little Cose2Cose roulette and just picked that one video.
Well, no, because she had recently given that video a like.
Okay, well then he watched that video
because of that.
And the "you're joking, right" was, I think, kind of maybe a jab back at Claire, saying like, "This sucks. You're joking, right? Why are you promoting this? It's possible. Hey, if you're watching this guy."
What
or
did you
Claire,
mean by that?
if you're watching this,
what does that mean?
tell the one guy to please watch us and love us, and we'll give him puppies and candy.
All right. First of all, no.
Puppies and candy, not included.
I just have the only response I have to his question is another question. That question is, "You're joking, right?"
It doesn't make any sense.
No, motherfucker, because
I don't know.
it's not real.
What?
Did he? Did he really think? Did he really think that John Matthews was real and he had his list of tools for Jesus?
Well, Jesse is a very convincing actor. I mean, so I think there's people that might
obviously I play a very real person. I mean,
no, I think there are people who come across our stuff and really honestly believe it.
I think it's funny.
Well, that was the intention of the first episode, was to make people think that they were coming across something real, at least for a little bit, until they got into it. That was.
I think it's funny how the season 1 DVD that we tried to make, that people actually thought that it was a legit Bible show.
Well, here's the thing. People, there are millions of people who think Keeping Up with the Kardashians is real. Those people aren't real, are they?
No, they're robots.
Okay, thank you.
They're more like a third of a person.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I was just checking because, I mean, so you know, it's completely possible this person is a fucking moron. And came across it and was like, "You're joking, right? Well, I'm gonna go play World of Warcraft." Sorry, I hate World of Warcraft.
Well, you see, I even looked at his page and he had made a few like anti-Christian comments on a few things, so I could tell that he would be up to par with watching our show. But he didn't bother to investigate our show outside of that one video.
Yeah, I think he was just confused.
That's what I don't get. Is like, you can't seriously think that that was real. I realize there's loons out there like Pat Robertson and crap that we're making fun of.
He's dead.
I don't. That's not, he's not dead.
Oh no, he's a 700 Club guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not dead.
But that video, I mean, really, watch that video. And tell me if you could possibly mistake that for being something real. You know, that's the one where John at the end says, you know, on my show, Bible Answers. I guess that also makes me a tool. And then Darren's like, yes, it does, John.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Like, come on.
Isn't that where you do kind of like isn't that or did we do that in the show?
What?
The tools, the
Oh,
really
no,
weird
no,
edit.
like, no, there was no weird
That was
editing.
pretty
Okay,
fun.
okay.
It was just, during season 1, we did one little outside of an episode skit.
Right.
And like almost nobody watched it. Like, people only watch us on Sundays and if the video is labeled Bible Answers. Mm-hmm. I've also noticed recently that we've lost a few subscribers.
That's because they watched the shorts.
No, but every time we try to do something outside Bible Answers, we get chastised for it. Like, no, you can only do Bible Answers.
Right, that's because it's what everybody wants.
Well, I'm fucking sorry. I'm working on it.
No, don't apologize.
We do other things too.
Yeah.
We don't
like
just
drink
spend
and
our
poo. And at the same time.
Don't just spend our time making Bible stuff all the time.
Right. It's like, we know y'all...
Right, are you so hell-bent on hating God that you can't laugh at anything else?
It's like, I could show you my penis and we'd all laugh.
Yeah. We have.
But you can't show dicks on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, I don't know,
Blur it
because
out.
you're on the shot.
Oh, goodbye,
Yeah, I called you a dick.
Alright, you guys suck.
I want to say one interesting thing.
I'm tired.
Well, real quick, there's, I don't want to say who it is, because I don't want to offend this person if they're watching. If they are, I'm sorry. I just thought this was interesting.
Nobody's watching.
Person I consider my friend
Didn't we forget
mentioned...
current events of D?
We'll do that in a second.
Well, anyways, it was real quick that she goes to church and she's fasting.
Loser!
She says
she's losing weight.
This is her religious version of fasting. They said that they're fasting because when you suffer enough, you're supposed to pray so you can get through it. I'm like, what? How do you do that? She's like, oh, we just, when you're like, you fast yourself, you're starving, and so you're supposed to just pray that you make it through.
Well, actually, fasting has been proven to increase mental clarity.
It also improves mental hallucinations, which keeps those people believing in
No,
religion.
it doesn't.
Well, I thought that was really weird to do because.
Well, I mean,
you want to? Is this supposed to be an exercise to feel more of connection to God?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there are a lot of people who fast relent. They will fast during the day and then eat at night because Jesus walked through the desert for 40 days without food or water.
Get out of my apartment.
But I thought
I'm just saying that's. I mean, it's a kind of a common practice.
it's strange. I figured if you don't have enough willpower to do it, I don't know. Whoa.
What does that mean?
It means we gotta Not a lot of time left.
It's time for
church just started.
Oh, I guess it's time for current events with B.
Dun, dun, dun.
Current events with B. It's current events.
Yeah, it's current events with B. Current events. Okay.
Oh, that was weird. Okay, this comes from. This is unlike last week. I'm not going to go off on a tirade on Cat Williams because after
I liked that.
When I was driving home, I was like, he's gonna come and fucking stab me. I know he's gonna come and stab me. This is what's gonna make Coast to Coast popular. We're gonna be on TMZ or on Talk Soup or whatever, and it'll be like,
no, you hate TMZ.
Some fucking rednecks in Central Illinois. This drunk redneck was making fun of Cat Williams. Well, we got the video. So this week I saw this in my Twitter. I think that's how it's pronounced. Twitter.
You have a Twitter?
Yes, I have a Twitter. I have twat. What? That was called twatting.
What's your Twitter?
If you want to tweet at me or follow me, I am at Citizen Ben, all lowercase.
It's going to be on the screen. Just fucking say
at. But do this. Can you do this? Okay. At Citizen Ben.
I'm not.
Don't stop eating my name.
I'm not going to try that hard.
Ass. All right. Anyway, I saw this a couple days ago, and it's a really nice story. From you guys have all seen the first Star Trek or the new Star Trek movie,
yes,
right, from J.J. Abrams.
Yep.
This came through my Twitter feed. I follow IGN because they had awesome Halo tips and
Halo tits.
Tips.
I like IGN.
IGN's awesome. So they, I see this. This is by a man named Max Nicholson, and it's kind of a heartwarming story, and I think kind of nice to go out on.
God, get on with it.
J.J. Abrams, the director of the Star Trek movies, grants Trekkers dying wish. Okay, do you know what that was?
That he would stop making movies.
Okay, this is a nice story. All right, lifelong Trek fan given a special screening of Star Trek Into Darkness, the new Star Trek movie. Ooh. So on Christmas Day, one Reddit user known as Idiot posted a message to the Star Trek subreddit asking, that's literally how it's spelled, IDEEEEYUT, Idiot.
Because that's dying wish.
Yeah. He was reaching out on behalf of his friend Dan, who had been diagnosed with 2 separate and unrelated cancers, and had very little time to live. His dying wish to see the upcoming sequel, Star Trek Into Darkness. So
he got to see it.
He got to see it, but what happened was basically.
Whoa!
What happened? No, God, why is he always got to go dark? Okay,
way to go.
Okay, so this was posted, and then over the week the post was circulated over the internet. It got to JJ, Mr. Abrams. I'm sorry, who was kind enough to set up a private screening of an incomplete version of the film. A few days later, the Reddit user returned the post, a thank you message from Dan, the man who had 2 separate but unrelated
Dan the
cancers.
man!
But it was just, it was just really awesome that he was able to grant a dying person's wish, and that I think instead of bitching about Cat Williams and go see Django Unchained.
You said a lovely story.
First of all, I think Cose to Cose is much better at bitching, but
this guy.
You're right. That was nice. Yeah.
No, it was very.
Seriously, did you think it was real? What the fuck is your problem?
Will you let it go?
No!
Let it go.
All right.
It's time to wrap it up.
All right. So I guess we're done here. This has been another fine episode of Drinking with Cose to Cose.
Second episode.
Yep. I said second.
What?
He's done.
I'm not done.
Good night, folks.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.